It's like $55 on camera or $55 on Amazon. 4K dual camera lenses, so you can do regular and a zoom. That's awesome. Is that like a is that like a webcam? Technically, I was kind of doing some research trying to find what's you know affordable but not like complete crap. Because it's going to be my main camera, so I want the visual to be like at least just not annoying. It doesn't have to be. I'm sure it's not going to be as good as this because this is iPhone 16, I think. Um, but and it's also going to be the microphone. So I just I need something that's going to be passable. Um, yeah, webcam, gotcha. And the other thing is I only have two um, USB ports on my laptop, and one of them is this webcam, and then the other one is for my mouse. And so from what I can tell, what I can figure out from just sort of blindly doing some research, it seems like ideally you'd want to use a powered USB hub if you want to if you want to add more USB ports to your laptop, uh, and use them for webcams because if you just use a regular unpowered one, they're a lot cheaper, but it's your camera's gonna like draw too much power and it's not gonna be ideal. So yeah, I think I'm gonna need a webcam and a powered USB hub. Um, which considering how much crap's already plugged into one outlet, I don't know if that's gonna work that well either. But we'll find out. I mean, it can't be drawing that much power, just a little webcam. Um, I, I appreciate it. Yeah, it's just doing it every day for a really long time. Just yeah, my for the longest time, it was the most frustrating thing was yeah, just slipping and not being able to get clean cuts. But yeah, been doing this ever since I was a kid. So definitely lack in other areas, but yeah, some some aspects of the leather crafting. Uh, I don't know, process. I've gotten pretty good at. Ah, crap. Meant to cut the stitch line before I started cutting these relief cuts. Oh well, it's not the end of the world. Unless it is the end of the world, I don't know. Apparently aliens are real, so that's fun. I mean, I already knew that. Yeah, how else would you explain my buddy here? But I did have him in the background, but apparently my face cam, my webcam, speaking of that, can't decide if it wants to focus on him or me, so it's not going to be in the background after all. But let's give this guy a proper testing. What do the dark cuts do? Yeah, so this is going to be um, this is the main body of the canteen pouch, and this guy is going to be the bottom of it. And so as it gets formed on the outside, kind of creates like a cup. Um, the relief cuts just sort of make it so there's not as much leather in the way, because you kind of squish the leather together and mold it, but I just prefer to do it this way. Yeah, it just helps kind of mold the leather a little easier, or a lot easier, honestly. No, I haven't tried a wet mold jig for anything yet, actually. Um, yeah, it is something that I definitely should have done this before I did the relief cuts, but um, yeah, that's something I want to try. Yeah, it's something I'd like to try and start offering. Uh, that's really gummed up. Um, 1 second. I got the old sewing kit. Well, as of right now, this is getting jammed up and not working properly, but might just be because it's new. So I just got to take a little tiny sewing needle and try to clean this guy out. Um, yeah, it seems like once you kind of get like a handle on wet molding, kind of figure out how to do it and how to make the molds. Oops. And stuff like that, and how to, because yeah, it's just sort of like a very different technique. With because especially when you wet mold something kind of bigger for like a knife pouch or multi tool pouch, something like that. It seems like typically you use an oversized piece of leather, mold it down on there, and then trim off the excess around the edges. Um, and so that's not something I've really have any experience with, or like skills with doing. So this could be a probably a bit of a learning curve. I'm guessing I'm just thinking too much about it, like I usually do. There we go. Um, and it's probably not as hard as I expect. But yeah, I just definitely want to try to do some wet molding. Um, just haven't done it yet. Yo, what's up, Jigsy? How's it going, man? Thanks for coming by. I just getting my tool unplugged, unclogged rather. I have this really janky beeswax that I've had since I started leather crafting, and kept falling apart on me. So I wrapped some twine around or some string around it. Um, but I try putting a little bit of beeswax in there. Kind of helps lubricate it without making a mess. Let me just try this real quick. There we go. It's going through a lot easier. uh, so from what you've seen, it's like a jigsaw. Yeah. The inner core out and screw onto a plate, and then the negative is also used for the top part of the jig and gap would be leather thickness. Yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, just put the ring around it basically and push it down. um, and I know Station 3 was talking about possibly 3D printing out a mold. He was asking about how I got rid of the rings or the print layers, and then got uh, sort of turned away from doing that. It sounds like wanting to get rid of the print layers, at least the way that I do it. Um, I forgot Jeweler's Rouge. I could probably sharpen the groover up. Yeah, it's nice and sharp. I think it's just the inside of the shaft. It just kind of helps to run some. Even with my other one, this one, at first I tend to yeah, just put a little bit of the beeswax in there, or with uh, my hole punches as well. If it starts to, add, if you need to add a little bit too much pressure, uh, these tubes are going to break eventually, no matter what it seems like in my experience. But you can kind of help prolong the life of them. Just add a little layer of this beeswax in there, and then grab like some scrap. Punch a couple holes through. Add a little bit more beeswax just to kind of like add the layers of beeswax in there. It just sort of smooths out the inside of the tubes, especially these smaller ones. These break all the freaking time. Um, yeah, it just sort of smooths out and polishes the inside from what I have experienced. 3D printing in leather work is stupidly handy. Yeah, for sure. Um, you wish you knew how to run your printers. We've seen some people take a braid cord with the Jeweler's Rouge and polish up the inside of the groover tool. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I've seen that too. Um, I never tried it because yeah, just doing it this way has been fine. So I just haven't messed with it. But so you're saying you have 3D printers that you don't know how to run. Interesting. All right, so that's that. Just gonna blow my nose real quick because I'm gonna mute myself and go off camera.